evening, but I'm sure it pales into insignificance with the atmosphere at the Winners Hotel. Let's go there now and join Michael Lester.
Well, after all the trials and tribulations of this year's dramatic hurling championship, it is indeed Kilkenny who have claimed the Liam McCarthy Cup, and they've taken it tonight here to City West Hotel in Saggart, where they're having their victory celebration. And although the arrival of the cup here has something of a familiar feel to it, of course, down through the years, no less enthusiastic and joyful reception here by the thousands of Kilkenny supporters who have shown up for the arrival of the team. Well, through the course of the night here, you'll be visiting us. We will be talking to some of the main players, both on the field and on the sideline. And later on as well, we'll have that famous announcement, the man of the match from the 2012 All-Ireland Hurling Final replay.
All right, we're looking forward to that. But first, let's head to Croke Park for the big game. We've waited 3 long weeks for the 2012 Hurling Championship to be resolved. The talking's over, the stage is set for the big replay. In front of an attendance of over 82,000 at Croke Park, it's Kilkenny versus Galway.
Anthony Cunningham and his Galway selectors faced one major injury worry for this replayed final. But the good news is that James Cahill is able to play, and the team is unchanged from 3 weeks ago. The team is skippered by cornerback Fergal Moore, playing his 25th championship game, while Galway's main scoring threat continues to be number 14, Joe Canning. Brian Cody's Kilkenny shows 2 changes from the drawn match, with Killian Buckley and Walter Welch coming in to replace Colin Fennelly and Aidan Fogarty. Buckley is listed to start at right half forward, but could equally play at midfield, while fellow under-21 Walter Welch is given the full forward berth alongside TJ Reid and Henry Sheflin. Out it comes again towards Andy Smith, but Smith sets Galway away, all the way down towards Joe Canning. 2 players there marking him. One was JJ Delaney. Not a good clearance out on as far as Niall Burke. Picked up here by Cyril Donlan. Donlan trying to get a bit of latitude here. Back it goes towards Niall Burke. Little drop on it. Comes to Tommy Welsh, and Tommy Welsh diagonally across field. Over towards the left half forward, TJ Reid, wearing number 13. And again, the referee sees a push here, and it's going to be a free for Galway. This time, I think the man doing the pushing was TJ Reid. Joe Canning's going to take this from his own 65-metre line, looking for the first score of the match here for Galway, and he positions it perfectly. First score of the game comes in the 6th minute from a free. Joe Canning the one who puts it over. Out it comes here. There, however, Niall Donoghue leaving it behind as far as Owen Larkin. And Owen Larkin fouled as he was going through. A chance of an equaliser here coming up for Kilkenny. And it'll be Henry Sheflin, I imagine, who will stand over it in the end.
Yeah, and I don't know who caught possession there. They've been experienced, showed he really should have turned back. Johnny Coleman was loose behind him, and Owen Larkin won it there. Interesting how Henry Sheflin didn't take the first couple of frees in the original match. That was entrusted to Richie Collins. He's taking over here. That's 1 out of 2. The teams are level, and Henry Sheflin pulling this one over. Nearly 7 minutes are gone. Again, it's taken there by Kieran Joyce in as far as TJ Reid. Very classy hurler. Nicely forward here, and that is Walter Walsh. And that will do his confidence a power of good on his debut, putting Kilkenny 2 in front. Kilkenny 3, Galway 1. Well, this could work out to be a masterstroke. Walter Welch has been put in specifically to keep Johnny Cohen out of the game. He's been Galway's most influential call somewhere. He's won a great ball already a minute ago, now that one over the bar. This one lands in the hands of Tony O'Regan. Trying to get the hand pass outside, a bit slack. Breaks down, Henry Sheflin takes, puts over the bar. Playing on the 40, Henry Sheflin's now got 3. That's the first one to come from play. And Kilkenny by 2, 4-2, 14 minutes are gone. Yeah, you're definitely seeing a big change in Kilkenny's forwards. They're tackling much harder. That was a mistake, though, again, by Tony O'Regan. You know, he should have really got the hand pass away, and you can't be gifting scores like that to Henry Sheflin. Once again, it's taken neatly here by Jackie Tyrrell. And back into the forwards it comes. In towards Henry Sheflin. He broke it down, intended for a colleague, but instead it's come out here, and it's coming away here by Johnny Cohen. Trying to drop it into the forwards there, in towards Damien Hayes in there as well. James Regan at the rear hand. Comes out to Hayes. Makes a bit of space for himself back as far as here Italian from 65 metres out. Lets it in dangerously. David the goal. First of the match. Well, they managed to keep one-on-one there, and when it came into David Burke, he managed to finish. TJ Reid at the other end has put it over the bar and got a point back. But a goal coming after 16 minutes for David Burke has certainly lit up this match, and the teams are level. Galway a goal and 2, Kilkenny 5 points.
Yeah, David Burke with a great run there from off the ball in over the top. And I'm not sure if he, if he knew what he was doing, it's a great finish, but I'm not sure if he did. But it ended up in the back of the net. But interestingly, Kilkenny pumped it out straight away, picked it out of the net. Tommy Watts played a long ball, and TJ Reid caught it over the bar. Great start to this game.
I thought it was very interesting that Galway managed to bring back their 2 corner forwards and leave David Burke in there in the full forward position. Right now, it's Richie Hogan here, surrounded. TJ Reid tries to take it, manages to take it away here. 22 metres out from the Galway goal. Has to get rid of it. Back there with Italian, back there as well as Joe Canning. 2 men with red helmets. Into the forwards it goes, this time in there as far as Sarah Donnelly tried to with Hayes. Another one! David Burke's got a second! 2 goals in the space of a minute by David Burke. 2-2 to 5 points. It's Galway by 3.
Jared, that's as good a goal as you're ever going to see in an All-Ireland final. 2 brilliant passes. Damien Hayes, when he does so well. First of all, Sarah Donnelly, great catch, lays it up. But look at Damien Hayes, straight away switches the play, and David Burke puts it away. And what a passage to play there. Richie Hogan had the ball, it was taken off him. Earl Italian numbered the goal with players back. And look where Joe Canning was, delivered a long ball from about 40 yards from his own goal. What a goal by Galway.
Galway getting the 2 goals. 2-2 to 5 points. Kilkenny's defence absolutely ripped apart there by the sheer movement of Galway. And it wasn't Joe Canning, he was in midfield at that stage. Back comes Owen Larkin. Kilkenny now needing a boost. Larkin, the captain, stopped there by Scahill. And in it goes, Richie Power. In the 19th minute, it's Richie Power who scores for Kilkenny and makes it 2-2 to 1-5.
And it looks, Richie Power took a stroke after that, but he got up straight away there. Look at this now, Owen Larkin straight through. Maybe could have passed it on to the left. Good save by James Scahill. Richie Power, like all good corner forwards, in on top of it and flicked it into the net.
Well, James Scahill wasn't able to clear it away properly here once he made this save, Michael.
Much choice there, I think. Jared came at his head, he saved it, and it just bounced out to that angle.
Back come Kilkenny again. Tommy Walsh. Well, the volleyball got 2 goals. The perfect response then, that goal by Richie Power. And we've got quite an All-Ireland final, as we anticipated. Teams level. Packed house, Croke Park looking magnificent. It's going to be a line ball to Kilkenny. It's going to be TJ Reid taking this one. Straight to Irlitania. Looking to get away without a booking. In came Owen Larkin, and Owen Larkin flashes it over the bar. His first point. Got 2 points in the Brawl match 3 weeks ago. He's now made it 1-6 to 2-2 for Kilkenny by 1.
Yeah, great hook there by Richie Hogan, working hard like all the Kilkenny forwards are doing tonight. Just watch him coming out here. Great hook, Earl Italian never saw him, and Owen Larkin overpicked it, and a simple score over the bar.
7 scores so far for Kilkenny, 4 for Galway, but those 2 Galway goals, both scored by David Burke, crucially important. Pressure on, Jackie Tyrrell once again with Cyril Donlan over there. In came Damien Hayes. Jackie Tyrrell has it. Pursued by those 2 Galway players. Needing a little bit of help. Hayes pinching it. Knocking it back into space here, intended for David Collins. Running all the way back is Andy Smith. Further back, and he's given it away here as far as Richie Power. Kilkenny's goal scorer from a huge distance out. How about that for a score? That's magnificent. Goal and a point by Richie Power. And people were saying, you know, he was lucky to stay in the team. If Colin Fennelly got dropped, if Aidan Fogarty got dropped, he could have got dropped as well. But he's on, and he scored a goal and a point.
Yeah, but that's it. You know, to me, that's these 3 points that have come directly from mistakes by Galway. You know, they get away ball from SHEFLIN earlier.
Huge one downfield again. Donohue's under it, so too Richie Power breaks it into the centre. Henry SHEFLIN takes it. SHEFLIN sees the player loose inside him and finds him brilliantly. And it's Walter Welch, and that one has gone over the bar. A second point for big Walter Welch, the UCD student, and
Brian Cody rubbing his hands with some delight. That decision to play him has been a very successful one, but it was the pass that made it possible for Walter Welch.
The vision there, you know, it was David Collins got caught in two minds, didn't know whether to go to Henry Shefflin or not. He gained possession, and you know, a lovely ball straight into Walter Welch's hand. He couldn't miss.
This puck out again has gone to a Kilkenny player, and they're back once again. Ruthless is storming forward. Henry Shefflin over. 5 for Henry Shefflin. Well, this man gave one of the greatest performances ever in an All-Ireland hurling final in the second half last time, and he's doing something similar here.
Yeah, he's drifting left and right, you know, he's dictating the game. A brilliant score again there, but Galway, look, they need to really now win a bit of possession around the half-forward line and get into this game. You know, they've got 2 goals there really against run of play, and they've gone out of the game again since then.
And as far as Richie Hogan this time, running number 9, playing it full forward, and such a smart operator, really gifted player. He's very much a big game performer, and he's made it 111 to 2-2. 12 scores for Kilkenny, still only 4 for Galway, and they've gone a long time now, Galway, without scoring since the 17th minute.
Yeah, Jaron, that's all the Kilkenny forwards now scored from play.
Cody beaten, that was brilliant to take it in the air there by Richie Hogan in midfield, was drifted out. Brian Hogan's namesake, now wearing number 31, the yellow helmet, making some progress, fancying a point himself, and it's stopped on the line by James Skehill. And Skehill stumbles, Walter Welch coming in, and the goalkeeper in difficulty, helped out by David Collins. And the goalkeeper on the full forward tangled for a moment. Thankfully it has ceased, and play continues.
Yeah, Jaron, not sure how comfortable James Skehill looks after that, you know. His arm, the way he's holding it there.
Fergal Flannery is the sub-goalkeeper wearing number 16, so he's in there in place of James Skehill. Big long one down towards Richie Hogan once again. He's having quite a match, causing major problems, and underlining that with a lovely point here, point in each half from the very talented Richie Hogan. Really a big handful for Kevin Hines down there.
Yeah, absolutely. One possession there again, and simple score can't go over the bar. That's the difference between the teams. Kilkenny are scoring freely.
Trying to play it out here was Killian Buckling. Finally it's back with Andy Smith. And a chance of a score here for Andy Smith, and he's put it over the bar. Beautifully done. He's a great driving force in midfield, Andy Smith. And that's his first point, and Galway's first point of the match to come from play. Back again it comes for Kilkenny, trying to build another attack here. Walter Welch trying to reach down to his bootlaces to get that ball up. Not easy when you're 6'3", 6'4". Ball comes back up here again. Dangerous whistle to Damien Hayes. Hayes looking for a bit of room. Back to Cyril Donlan. Still Donlan, and the referee has blown his whistle. Doesn't count. The whistle went before the shot, and the goal doesn't count. David Burke's incensed. All the Galway fans all around Croke Park were annoyed by that. But the whistle did go, and there wasn't any advantage given.
I know it did, Joe, but you'd have to say Damien Hayes was more fouled, I'd say, than Sir Donlan, and Donlan was true, you know, given the benefit. Damien Hayes was definitely pulled back there. It should have been a free, it wasn't given. Then he gets out here, gives the ball here now. Donlan breaks through, and there was a foul there. Just broke the tackle. There was no foul, and
it probably was for the earlier one. So 5 points still between them rather than 2. Joe Canning is going to take this free. It is a big call.
It's a big call at this stage. He'll probably tap it over the bar.
The angle is a bit tight for him, so he does do exactly that. And now it's 5 points for Joe Canning.
That's a big turning point in the game. And as far as I can see, Sir Donlan must have fouled. He just broke the tackle and buried the ball, and I think that the free should have been given.
In as far as Henry Shefflin. Shefflin beats his man, Cooney goes after him. And Shefflin takes too many steps, and it's a free out. Decision going against Henry Shefflin. Free to Galway. Chance for them to launch another attack. It's taken quickly by Tony O'Bregan. Into those forwards who look to have plenty of scores among them if they can get decent ball in there in front of David Herity's goal. 2 goals from play in the first half. They're appealing this one here, in particular Cyril Donlan. Linesman is there, is John Sexton from Cork, originally from Limerick. And it's a ball given to Galway.
Yeah, interesting to say, I think it might have been the other way.
It's Joe Canning who's got to take it. Well, he's been known to put these over. Can he do so? He certainly can. that's his trademark signature skill. Brilliantly done by Big Joe, who's got a sixth. And now it's 113 to 27.
Absolutely brilliant skill. And now we have a game on our hands. We have to say Galway have settled down really now and playing with much more freedom than they did in the first half.
In as far as Niall Burke, running into a lot of Kilkenny players. David Burke, his namesake, in the green helmet, number 10, trying to come in to help. Picked up again by Niall Burke. Slipped off there for his Joe Canning. Off the post and back out. How did that stay out? It comes as far as TJ Reid, and it's a huge let off for Kilkenny. Galway with one goal disallowed already, and now Joe Canning has hit the butt of the upright. Henry Sheflin at the other end, 65 metres from the Galway target. Kicks out a colleague over there. It's young Killian Buckley, the 20-year-old UCD student, who puts it over the bar. First point for him in this final, and Kilkenny fans are much, much happier. They lead once again by 4. But there's a long time to go. We're only in the 13th minute of the second half.
Yeah, Jeremy, that's a 4-point swing, and that's a great score by Killian Buckley, young player from the middle of the field, and he's done very well today.
Well, there's no time for Galway to feel sorry for themselves. They've got plenty of time to do something about the scoreline. Tommy Welsh trying to get the ball out. He was held after he played it away. James McGrath goes in quickly, checks with his linesman over there, Barry Kelly. Another Westmeath man to see whether he got a better view of what happened. But there was, I think, a late challenge there from Tommy Welsh on the player who's got spoken to. It's a red card for Cyril Donlan.
I think the run was swung back. And it was Barry Kelly who called it. Now the linesman called it. He was right beside him. But you can see there's a ginger lady coming off. His head is split here. He's jogging off there. And
let's have a look at it again. 49 minutes in.
Yeah, he swung straight across the head. JJ Lenny was holding him back a bit and he swung back and hit him. Yeah, and JJ's gone off there with a head injury as well.
So Galway lose a man. They are 4 points behind. And Noel Hickey is going to come on as a temporary sub, I imagine, wearing number 17. So Noel Hickey, one of those hoping to collect a medal here today, which would be his ninth. Watching as Richie Power takes it in his stride and flawlessly glides it over the bar. He's got a goal and 2 points now, Richie. Trying to emulate what his dad has done before and pick up yet another All-Ireland medal here. His dad, Richie Sr., was a star in the 80s, and Richie's starring here, and it's 115 to 27. It's 15 against 14 as well, of course. TJ Reid couldn't take it in his stride, but it comes back out here, and that is Walter Walsh. He's got 3 points. I was talking to Eddie Kerr yesterday about his debut in a replay back in 1959. He came on as a sub that day. He told me Walter started and he's got 3 against Anthony Cunningham team. This is out again as far as Richie Power. Chasing after him, Damien Hayes trying to hook him. Did enough. Tony O'Gregan from 65 metres out from his own goal. This would be a good point if it goes over. It's a great score. It's his first point in this year's championship. And Tony O'Gregan gets it back to a 7-point difference once again, 118 to 28. Richie Power this time, stepped on over the sideline, ball was in play clearly. It's Richie Hogan, and they've got that last point across towards Henry Sheflin, runs on to TJ Reid. Very awkward angle here, trying to make a better angle for himself. Cohen's in front of him, and that time it comes back, but it's put in the back of the net brilliantly, and that should be that. Walter Welsh, his first ever goal in the championship, coming here in the final. He makes it 219 to 28, a goal after 58 minutes, a goal and 3 for Big Walter. TJ Reid initially turning inside Johnny Cohen, and watch as Flannery, the goalkeeper, got his stick to it, batted it out, only for Big Walter Welsh to be right on hand and place it in the back of the Galway net. Comes back in here once again, Andy Smith trying to cause a little bit of consternation for the Kilkenny backs. All the players almost doing it like individuals at this stage. The greater measurement is coming from Kilkenny. It's a measured approach all the way from Killian Buckley in there as far as the substitute, and Colin Fenneray announces his return by putting it in the back of the Galway net. Goal number 3 for Kilkenny, and now they are simply routing Galway. He's not on too long, Colin Fennelly, but he's got another goal here, and the manager is happy.
Well, Brian CODY is going to be thrilled, you know. got it bang on today. Walsh and Johnny Cohen did his job, took him off, and Colin Fennelly coming on, obviously very disappointed not to be playing. Hungry, used his strength there, held off the defender and one-handed into the back of the net.
And there is number 17, Noel Hickey, and Kieran Joyce is the one who makes way on this occasion.
What a servant Noel Hickey has been to Kilkenny over the years, and coming on here now also to win his night All-Ireland, obviously get the start and all, but an absolutely brilliant full-back over the years.
Jackie Turrell waited, this time stepping in is Johnny Glynn. What about that? Galway want to finish with a flourish. They may be beaten, but they're not completely and absolutely down, and they have young stars to look ahead to at future years, like 19-year-old Jonathan Glynn, and this was a Pharaoh Rasper, and that is the 6th goal of this final. Galway finishing with Damien Hayes here, trying to set up another chance for Joe Canning, and that one has gone over the bar brilliantly from play this time. He's got 9 points in this final, and it's the final whistle, and Kilkenny are the winners, the masters here. 11 points between the teams at the end. Kilkenny once again the All-Ireland champions, and another triumph for Brian CODY. And there you see Henry Shefflin, first man to win 9 All-Ireland medals out on the field of play, and that McCarthy Cup going back down to Kilkenny tomorrow night. They've all played their part. Tommy Welsh there jumping for joy. The honours stacking up really for this, the greatest hurling team that we've been privileged to see. A day of bitter disappointment for Galway. Well, they knew all along that trying to beat Kilkenny twice in the one championship season was going to be a big, big ask. He got 9 points, Joe Canning. He held his nerve in the draw match and took it to a replay. But it's been all about Kilkenny from the time Galway went down to 14 players after 49 minutes when Cyril Donlan was dismissed for a straight red card. 6 wins for Kilkenny in the last 7 years. An amazing record, and it is party time once again for Kilkenny and their hurlers. Final score, it's Kilkenny 3 goals and 22 points. Galway 3 goals and 11. Liam O'Neill, GAA president, handing over the Liam McCarthy Cup to Owen Larkin of James Stephens, captain of Kilkenny, champions of Ireland, All-Ireland winners 2012. Celebration time. Very, very popular captain Owen Larkin. Had a great game in the league final when they won that back in May, and now he's captained the team in the replay to win the championship.
Ultron the hair, Ultron come and look last game. A greedy Usla, I was the Corja. The scene talk and law show, don't winter Kilkenny-Galway. It's a really great honour and I stand up here and collect this cup on behalf of these Kilkenny players. We've had great times in the past, and today is another chapter in that story. The only record we want to know is 9 All-Ireland senior hurling titles for Kilkenny. Thanks a million, Brian CODY. Lastly, I'd like to thank Galway. It was a great sporting game. You've come on and off and on over the year, and you've took your first Leinster title. I have no doubt you'll be back again. 3 cheers for Galway. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. One more thing. Ladies and gentlemen of Kilkenny, Lee McCarthy is coming home to the door once more. We're
am here at City West Hotel, where the Kilkenny victory banquet is in full flow, I can tell you. I'm here at the moment with Liam McCarthy, but also, more importantly, with Kilkenny's winning captain, Owen Larkin, and also, of course, their most successful manager, Brian CODY. Gentlemen, you're very, very welcome indeed. Owen, I'll talk to you about the match in a moment. But first of all, we have to talk to you about the song there at the end. Now, Michael Murphy, of course, Michael Murphy did Jimmy's winning matches last week after the football final. Now, this is not sour grapes from a Galway point of view, but I thought Murphy shaded it on the singing front.
I had no doubt he would, Michael, but Tommy Welch put me under a bit of pressure and up in the hall of the stand, so
Tommy
had to give in.
Tommy Welch puts a lot of people under pressure. Oh, it's a fantastic thing to play for Kilkenny, to win All Ireland medals as you've done, but of course to captain a team on a day like today was special.
Yeah, you know, it was a huge honour for me when the club appointed me captain, and you know, I was honoured to take that captaincy, but to captain a winning team is something surreal and probably won't hit me for another couple of years to come.
People wondered after the drawn match whether Kilkenny could push on and show the enthusiasm for the replay and get up to that level. And you left nobody in any doubt today about it.
Yeah, well, no, I think the credit has to go there to Brian and the management and the backroom staff. You know, they had us praying for today, and you know, we didn't do a whole lot of work over the past 3 weeks. We done a bit of recovery the first week and a bit of hurling the second week, and then just sharpening off the third week. Yeah. So, you know, a lot of credit has to go to them for that.
Well, we give every credit to Brian CODY. Congratulations, Brian. 9 All-Ireland titles under your tenure. That's a fantastic achievement. This year, of course, looking back at the championship in general, you, as in Kilkenny, had to do this slightly differently than some other years.
That's right, Michael, yeah. You know, we won the league final, you know, back in whenever it was, and then we came into the championship, and you know, we had to prepare very, very well for the first Leinster semi-final against Dublin, because Dublin were a team who could seriously trouble us, we felt, and we prepared well for that, and then we got over that well. But Leinster final then against Galway, you know, Galway completely out-hurled us and we lost that, so you know, certainly that was the All-Ireland semi-final. Straight entry into that was gone, so we had Limerick then in the quarter-final. Yeah. And a team that was going well, a lot of, you know, good, very good young players, and we stumbled along for a while in that, but we picked it up in the second half, and good semi-final against Tipperary, and you know, then the last day when, you know, we could have been beaten, we could have won, as they end up, Galway scored equaliser in the last pocket again, if you like, but in the first half they had seriously troubled us as well. So today was a huge challenge for us, you know. It was the last Sunday in September. It's been a long year, but I suppose to win it was absolutely terrific altogether, but to win it playing so very, very well too was really something special.
You obviously looked at things from the last day. You made some big calls for today's replay in terms of changes in the team.
Yeah, well, I suppose to be perceived as being big calls. I mean, I don't, Mick Martin and myself pick the team, and we just pick as we see we should pick it, and didn't see them as being particularly big, to be honest about it. Very, very difficult. The players who didn't start, very, very difficult not to start those players. But the players who did start, who hadn't started the last day, they were just standing out in training, I suppose, really, you know, and putting their hands up, and you go with what you think is the right thing to do, and you know. But it was essentially a team effort, a panel effort, really, you know. And I think that's been our strength really over the years. It's not just the team, but it's the whole panel working together, and the way the players are pushed in training by the other players who are not getting the opportunity to start. Yeah. So when you do get a chance to start, you have to respect the fact that there's fellas there who are perfectly entitled to start as well.
One last question, Owen, to yourself now. I suppose I should ask this of Brian CODY. I know he'll sidestep the answer. 9 All-Ireland titles. Is he going to go for the 10?
I'd be very surprised if he doesn't, Michael, but you know, Brian will make up his own mind over the next couple of months, and I'm sure we'll see him again.
All right. That's, as one of our panellists said to me during the second half when you were stretching out the lead, he says, you know what, he says, there's some team. You certainly are. Owen Larkin, Brian CODY. Many, many thanks indeed. Congratulations.